Hello everyone and welcome to the video lecture on the matrices. In this video lecture, I shall discuss one of the important concept of a matrix called rank of a matrix. So let us begin with formal definition of rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix, capital A, is said to be R if there exist at least one manner of order are non-zero and all the minors of order higher than R are all zero. So using this definition, let us find the rank of the following matrices. Let us take the first one. Let A is equal to the matrix 1 0 2 0 3 5. Here, as it is a non-square matrix, so therefore the highest order of the minor must be 2 by 2. So let us find the minors of order 2. We find here all the minors of order 2 are non-zero. Hence, according to definition, the rank of this matrix must be 2. Let us take another one. This is again a non-square matrix. So therefore, the order of the minors, highest order of the minor must be the minimum of the number of rows and column. So here number of row and column are 2 and 3 respectively. Minimum of that is 2. Hence, the highest order minor must be 2. Let us find the minor of order 2. Now remember here, in order to decide the rank of the matrix, it is not necessary to find out all the minors of that particular order. Once we get minor of a particular order non-zero, then it is sufficient to give us the rank of the matrix. So here I will find out the minors of order 2. As I am getting first minor 0, so let us find the second minor of the same order. That also comes out to be 0. So we have the third minor of the order 2. Now all of the minors of the same order comes out to be 0. So we will find out the minors of the lowest order, that is of order 1. Here we find that as all elements of this matrix are non-zero, hence the minors of the order 1 will be non-zero. Therefore, the rank of the matrix B is equal to 1. Now let us take another example. Let A be the matrix. Now as this is a square matrix, so therefore the highest order of the minor must be same as that of the given square matrix. That is, here in this case 3. So let us find minor of order 3, which will be same as the determinant of this matrix. So we find that determinant is equal to 0. So we shall find out the minor of the next lowest order, that is of order 2. Again, as I said, not necessary to find out the all minors of the same order. So we shall find out it one by one. Here I am getting the minor of order 2 as non-zero. So we will not find out the remaining minors of the order 2. As the minor of order 2 is non-zero, hence the rank of this particular matrix is 2. So this method of evaluation of the rank of matrix becomes tedious for a higher order matrices. So let us opt for the another method which needs the elementary transformations. The elementary transformations involves operations on the rows and columns. The three operations possible are interchange of any two ith and jth rows or columns, generally denoted by Ri interchange with Rj. We are interchanging rows, or Ci interchange with Cj if I am interchanging the columns. The next operation is we can multiply all element of a particular row or a column by a non-zero constant. It is denoted by k times Ri if the ith row gets multiplied with k, or k times Ci if ith column multiplied with the constant k. The next operation possible is addition of ith row or a column with some non-zero constant multiple of jth row or column. So using this elementary transformations, let us define the rank of a matrix. It is defined as the number of non-zero rows in upper triangular form of a given matrix. Here, the non-zero row means that row which does not contain all elements 0. So using this definition, let us find the rank of the following matrices. Let us consider the first one. Let A be the matrix. We will identify diagonal elements. Over here, first diagonal element is non-zero. So we shall make all element below this diagonal element 0 with the help of this diagonal element only. For this, we need to perform the operation of R2 minus 2R1. So we will multiply first row by 2 and then it will get subtracted from the second row. So as a resultant, we get this matrix 1 minus 1 3, 0 2 minus 5. Again we shall find out diagonal elements. Here we find that all elements below the diagonal are 0, hence this is upper triangular matrix. Let us count the number of non-zero rows. So first row contains all non-zero elements, hence non-zero row. Also second row contains some non-zero elements, hence the number of non-zero rows are 2. Therefore, the rank of this matrix is 2. Let us take the next example. Again we'll identify diagonal elements. Here I find that the first diagonal element is 0. So our aim is to make it first non-zero. So I can interchange it with a second row or a third row. So I'll interchange it with a second row. Get resultant like this. Now we have first diagonal elements non-zero. So let us make all element lying below it 0. One element is already 0. I have to just make 3 non-zero. So we need to perform the operation R3 minus 3R1. Remember here that the changes will take place in third row only, whereas first and second row remains as it is. Again we'll identify the diagonal elements, as well as we'll move to the second diagonal element. Here we find second diagonal element non-zero. So let us make all element lying below it 0 with the help of this particular element only. So we will just subtract third row from the second row. We get, again identify diagonal elements. Here we find that all elements below the diagonal are 0. Hence, this is upper triangular matrix. So let us count the number of non-zero rows. Here we find that the third row contains all elements 0. So it is a 0 rows. Hence, the number of non-zero rows over here is 2 only. Therefore, the rank of this matrix is 2. Let us discuss the properties of rank of a matrix. First property says if A is a matrix of order m by n, then its rank is always the minimum of the number of rows and columns. So let us see this with the example. Here we find that it is upper triangular matrix. The rank is nothing but 2, as well as if I relate it with the property. So here we find the number of row is 2, whereas column is 3. So therefore minimum of 2 and 3 is 2. Hence rank must be less or equal to 2, which I am getting here. Hence property gets satisfied. Let us take another one. This is a matrix of order 4 by 2. 4 rows and 2 columns. The minimum is 2. Hence, the rank of this matrix has to be less or equal to 2. Let us see whether we get the rank less or equal to 2 or not. So, we will perform the set of operations. After applying this set of operations, we find upper triangular matrix, count the number of non-zero rows, which we get as 2. Hence, property gets satisfied. Let us move to the next property. So, if A is any non-singular matrix of order n, then rank of A is n. Let us verify it with a simple example. A is a 2 by 2 matrix. Let us find whether it is non-singular or not. So, we get determinant of this matrix as 1 not equal to 0, hence non-singular. Therefore, according to this property, we should get rank of this matrix as 2, which we can verify by the set of operations. Let us have the next property, that if A is a non-singular matrix of order n, then rank of A and its inverse are same. So again we will consider the previous example. A is non-singular matrix of order 2, hence rank is 2. Let us find A inverse by adjoint method. How to find out inverse by adjoint method? So we will first find out the adjoint. For this, as it is 2 by 2 matrix, just interchange the diagonal elements and change the sign of remaining elements. So we get adjoint as matrix 2 minus 1 minus 3 2 divided by determinant of A. Determinant of A is 1. So therefore, in this case, A inverse is same as adjoint of A. Let us find its rank. To perform the set of operations, here we find A inverse has 2 non-zero rows. Therefore, rank of A inverse is 2. Hence, here we are getting rank of A as well as rank of A inverse 2, which are nothing but equal. Hence, property gets satisfied. Let us have the next property. It says that rank of A is same as rank of transpose of conjugate of a matrix, which is again equal to rank of transpose of a matrix, which will be then equated to rank of A inverse of a matrix, which is same as rank of product of matrix into its transpose, and then all these are equal to the rank of product of A and transpose of conjugate of a matrix. Let us have the next property. It says that the rank of a null matrix is not defined. That is, it is termed as 0. So which we can verify. According to definition, rank is nothing but number of non-zero rows in the upper triangular form of a matrix, which we cannot get in this case. Hence, it is not defined. Next property is elementary transformations do not alter the rank of operations. It means if we have a matrix A and if I perform some set of operations, say I am performing here R2 minus 2R1. So I am getting a new matrix, say I'll denote it by B. So we can verify that the rank of A as well as rank of B comes out to be 2. A and B are called equivalent matrices. What is mean by equivalent matrix? The two matrices A and B are said to be equivalent if one matrix A can be obtained from another matrix by the sequence of the elementary transformations. Now we have the next property as if A is a column matrix and B is a row matrix, then rank of their product is 1. We can verify this easily that the product matrix will be always a 1 by 1 matrix, and if its resultant comes out to be non-zero, then rank of AB is 1. Last property says that rank of product is always the minimum of the rank of individual matrices. So using all these concepts, let us see how to find out the rank of any matrix. So I am considering particular matrix. So as per the requirement, we'll identify diagonal elements. First diagonal element is non-zero, 0. So let us make it 0. So I have the choice, either I can interchange it with the second row or third or fourth. But as second being the 0, 1, so I cannot interchange. Let us interchange it with third or fourth. So for sake of convenience, let us interchange it with the fourth one. So we get resultant matrix in such a way. Now we have first diagonal element non-zero. So we have to convert all element lying below it to 0. Fortunately, we have two elements 0. So I just have to convert only one element, that is 3, 0 with the help of this diagonal element, that is 1. So what we do, we'll multiply first row by 3 and then subtract it from the third row. Therefore, set of operation is R3 minus 3R1. We get resultant in such a way. Again, we find second diagonal element is 0. Let us make it non-zero. Remember, you cannot interchange particular row with the row lying above it. You have to interchange it with the rows which are lying below this particular rows, because finally our aim is to obtain upper triangular matrix. So at random, if we will interchange with any of the rows, then we will not reach the targets. So always interchange the given row with the rows lying below it. So let us interchange here second row with the fourth one. Now second diagonal element is non-zero. Let us make all element lying below it 0. So just perform R2, R3 plus 2R2. We get resultant matrix in such a way. Again identify diagonal elements. Repeat the process. Third diagonal element 0. Make it non-zero. So interchange. Can interchange with only fourth row. Again identify diagonal elements. Now what we find here, that all elements lying below this diagonal elements are 0. So this is upper triangular form of the matrix. So let us count the number of non-zero rows. So except last row, all other rows are non-zero. Hence, the total count of non-zero row is 3. Therefore, rank of the matrix is 3. So I hope through this video, concept of the evaluation of rank by using formal definition as well as the elementary transformation must be clear to you. If you have any queries, write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching the videos. Like, share and subscribe.